Welcome to Drive Through Sports with Adam and Paul. Today is Tuesday, June the 30th, 2020, and it is the day before Paul Brees heads south and comes down here for our matchup on the links at Woodland Hills Golf Club right here behind my house. Paul, we had a great episode last night. Great interview with Jay Johnson, and I'm assuming that's just going to be the starting off point for a great week of broadcast. We'll probably do our broadcast tomorrow night from here. Hopefully you guys are going to swing by. And then we'll probably do another one Thursday night from the studio upstairs. Yeah, it was a lot of fun talking to Jay, and I know you guys have a connection because you are the feeder school.
Correct.
To Franklin. Now, do any of your kids go to any other high school? Any of them end up at Brentwood, or is it split, or is it all Franklin?
They're all supposed to go to Franklin.
Okay.
Sometimes some of the, better athletes seem to stray off to the private schools.
Okay. And are we talking about BGA?
More like CPA, Innsworth, MBA.
Okay.
BA.
I got you.
Yeah, BG. Well, I'm not going to say. Anyway, those are the main four. It seems like we have a hard time batting the stick down, but that's okay. That's okay. But, Jay was, it's good to get catch up with him. And, I talk to him probably once every couple of weeks, during basketball. He's always trying to, get over there and make sure he's visibly seen at our games, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
In your feeder school deal, make sure the high school coach is, prevalent and not, girls ask, who's the coach?
Yeah, it's nice to, you are the face of the program. So, I know he probably does a great job of being out there, being available to the kids and
right.
Already having a great relationship with a lot of them, having started the conditioning and stuff. And anyway, have you heard anything more about the state of emergency, rollout from yesterday?
In
Tennessee.
We did get an email from our county athletic director. It basically just said continue to follow the protocols that are currently in place, and it's such a ever-changing situation. But definitely, assuming that on our end we're waiting for TSSAA to make a call. You got two schools of thought. You can just delay the season by a couple of weeks and proceed forward, or you can flip-flop baseball, softball, and football to the spring. I don't know. I think we'll know something by mid-July.
Yeah.
But at this current rate,
yeah,
you got. If you can't let them tackle, then it's a moot point.
Yeah, I think you got to find out. You got to find out something within the next 2 weeks because this is so large. You can't just roll. You can't just snap your fingers and roll it out and expect it to go off without a hitch. But again, we're all in a holding pattern at the high schools. I think we're just waiting for all the trickle down, which we're seeing some trickle down from the NBA and MLB. We're seeing some players opting out. Ian Desmond from the Colorado Rockies is already saying he is not going to play. Mike Leake for the Diamondbacks said he is out. You got to respect that because they're looking out for their best interest, what they think is best for them health-wise. And then you get guys like DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie, both from the Nets who, have tested positive. Jordan said he's not going to be available for the restart, and Dinwiddie is kind of 50-50 on whether or not he's going to be available. So these guys are going to be – I think they are supposed to arrive at camp or arrive in Orlando, I think, on July the 14th. So this is really getting close to, if anybody gets sick after this date, they may not be there that first day or two. So, just something to think about.
And a lot of it has to do with the fact of, how much of contact do they have with their parents? These players that deal with, maybe their parents, are they the caretakers of their elderly parents, and maybe they don't want to risk getting them sick when they come back, or there is a lot involved. You think of it as a selfish thing, like, oh, come on, just go down there and play, but maybe there's a big picture that we don't know about. And I totally 100%, each individual situation has its merit, and whatever they decide is probably in their best interest.
Yeah, and again, it's something that is unique to each individual. They've got, as you just said, they've got to make the decision that's best for them. They can't think about the fans. They can't think about the owners. They can't even think about their teammates. They have to look sort of inward and think, okay, if I have a loved one that's has a medical condition, I don't need to be out and interacting and all that sort of stuff. We just had a talk with Ella today about, hey, look, we may have to go back to where we were in March because of what's going on here in Georgia. We had the highest number of cases we've had ever this past either Saturday or Sunday. So we were just basically laying the groundwork for her to say, look, we may get to a point here in the next couple of days where we've got to keep y'all in these walls and not allow you to go out. And if somebody has to go out to the grocery, it's dad, and he's got his mask and he's going to go, and he's the only one that's going to go. So I think unfortunately, we're getting back to that point, because a lot of what we're reading is that if we stay, open like we are, in about 8 weeks, you're going to have a situation where half of the country would test positive.
Right.
Now, would they all have symptoms? We don't know. I mean, it may, maybe 85, 90% of the people are going to be are test positive, have it, but are fine. But we don't know that yet. So, and you and I talked about this. We said multiple times, you got one shot to open this thing. I mean, did we not say that? We said the exact same thing, and we echoed it equally. We said, okay, whatever that date is, or whenever the restrictions are lit, you got to be sure when you open that, what turns out to be possibly a Pandora's box, when, yes, we need to get going here. We need to get our economy going, need to get people back to work. Yes, but at what risk? And, if you're not mandating people wearing masks, which that's starting to be, they're starting to do that now. In fact, I don't know if you saw this morning, the city of Jacksonville just mandated, if you're going out in public, you're wearing a mask. You have to wear a mask. Which is interesting because that's where the Republican National Convention is going to be. So,
what a shocker!
Yeah, so that'll be interesting too. With more tests being done, these guys, it's getting close to time. Baseball, their first game is going to be in like 3.5 weeks, July 24th. The NBA, July 30th. So we are really getting to the point now where we're going to start finding out a lot of answers to a lot of questions here in terms of what's going to happen. So just a debate question that I'll throw out there. With the recent signing of Cam Newton and him going to be starting back, a lot of people, once Brady left, they thought, okay, well, this is Buffalo's chance. Okay, this is Josh Allen's chance. The East is wide open. Do you think that's still the case, or do you think that with the Cam Newton addition that the Patriots cruise to an AFC East title and win that division again?
Well, I would not say cruise, but I would say this. I think that going in to the season with Stidham as the starting quarterback, I think the over-under on wins for the Patriots, what would you say, 7?
I think it was maybe 7 or 7.5 because there were actual numbers out there.
Okay. I'm thinking with Cam.
I'll tell you what it is.
So
I know
it's
what
already,
it is.
It's
already out there.
I'm going to say 9.5.
You're dead on. 9.5. 9.5. It went from 7.5 to 9.5. So again, we talked about this, how Vegas knows what's going on.
Sure.
You want to know? Look to Vegas. So as many people as want to question, is he healthy? Can he play? Can he return to his 2015 form?
Yes.
You got to look at it.
Have you seen some of these videos?
Yeah.
These videos, he's like doing one-arm push-ups, and he's throwing to Sanu and Odell, and I mean he's making them look pretty good.
Yeah, he's going to be just fine. And here's another scary thought. Belichick has never had a quarterback with his skill set.
Absolutely.
And his ability to do things outside the pocket.
Correct.
Look, their win total may be projected at 9.5. I think they could go 11-5 in that division. Maybe even 12-4 if he's healthy the whole year.
I mean, listen, the only guy that's going to screw it up is Josh McDaniels, because Brady, he's kind of, in my opinion, he was kind of like Peyton Manning. Go out there, Brady, do your thing. Look over at me if you need any help. I'll be here. With Cam and Stidham, I mean, especially Stidham. I mean, Josh McDaniels is going to have to go all in on getting this guy in the right place and throw it to the right guy.
Yeah.
Cam, obviously, if it breaks down, he's got a chance to, create some stuff. Yeah. No pressure, Josh McDaniels. You may not have been a very good head coach, but, hopefully you've got the right tools to get you 10 wins this year. And I absolutely, as you talked about, Adam, it's a two-team race again.
Hold on. Abby, there's somebody in our backyard.
Uh-oh. We're live.
I just saw him. Maybe maybe it's the bug guy. I mean, I'm just sitting here, and I look outside, and there's some guy. What, hon? Okay. All right. Everything's cool.
Yikes. I'm not coming down to Ackworth, Georgia to just gallivanting around. You got people rolling in your backyard.
It's
hard to carry a member. What's going on?
It's the bug guy, so I don't have to get locked and loaded. Everything's cool.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh. Well, since we're in the NFL,
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
Is Cam Newton worth what he's getting paid for?
Heck yeah, he is.
Absolutely.
He's a bargain. Guy's a bargain. And here's another thing too that you can guarantee is going on in the quarterback meeting rooms is Belichick is like, hey, look, nobody else thought you could play. We believed in you. We believed that you could play. 29 other teams, they didn't think you were, you weren't good enough for them. He's drilling that into him right now. He's starting the brainwashing campaign right now with Cam Newton, saying, "Hey, man, you're our guy. We believe in you. We know you. We believe you can get the job done. These other teams, they didn't." So he's creating that, that animosity and stirring the pot. I think.
And he knows the Patriots can get him to where he needs to go at the point of his career right now. I mean, if you look at the back end of his career, any player, they would do anything to get a chance to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I think they could get there.
And Cam he says, listen, you don't have to pay me a whole lot. I want to get there. And who is the I have to ask my kids this. I know Darth Vader is the quote-unquote bad guy in Star Wars, but who is the big Darth Maul? Is that Darth?
No. The Emperor, dude.
Yeah, what's his name? They kind of.
Well, I think in
anyway.
Palpatine.
Why you're thinking that's the guy? That's Belichick.
Yeah.
And just the other day, the Patriots got fined $1.1 million and lost a 2021 third-round pick for filming the Bengals sideline during this I don't know, production of some.
It's insane. But here's the thing, like you don't think that was like, hey, look, they're about to levy this huge fine on us and these sanctions. Let's go sign Cam Newton. And they can talk about that instead of instead of talking about how we had some sort of violation.
Roger Goodell trying to Luke Skywalker him, and they can't beat him, man.
He can't.
Hey, well, let's fine him $1 million. Oh, you know what? We're going to sign the best available quarterback for less than $1 million. You can take our third-round pick. Not only that, Adam, but when they filmed the Bengals, do you know who they played the next week?
Was it the Browns?
No, they played the Bengals. They beat them by 18 points. No, they were filming the Bengals-Browns game, but yeah. It's just totally baffling that you can't beat Belichick. The dark side is and Cam Newton has joined the dark side. Can the Luke Skywalkers of the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, they come in there and defeat him? I think so, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely as good as the Patriots' defense was early last year, I think Buffalo's defense is equally as good and deep. I mean, I think they could definitely get a split, the home and home. I think that they could get a split, probably win in Orchard Park and probably lose in Foxborough. But
right.
It's going to be interesting to see for sure what ends up happening. But let's end the show talking a little bit about like what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, you guys are coming into town. Probably you get here about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Are y'all planning on coming over here directly or checking in, then coming, or
what? Depends what the traffic tells us.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you can get through Chattanooga, you're golden.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think that hopefully we could get there by 7:30-ish and move on from there. But we're excited. Hopefully the weather will be nice. It's a mess up here. A lot of rain.
Really?
Had a tree fall on power lines last night. No electricity from 1 to 8 o'clock today. So
you've had some issues with your with the power grid over there.
A lot of trees, and a lot of old trees, and a little slight blow of wind, and down they come. So
it's on.
Yeah.
I can see now. Holy cow! What you guys are dealing with? You just had a big storm blow through there. I'm getting weather alerts left and right here. And as far as Thursday morning, or Thursday midday when we'll be playing, it looks to me it's saying just showers. It's about 40% chance, I think, but clearing out later that day. And then if you still want to play Friday morning, you still looking at playing Friday morning?
The current situation is up in the air. I am always game to play, but the boss will have to determine that.
Final say.
Yeah, you have to catch her on a good day. So today may be the day.
All right, man. Well, I hope whatever your family thing that you're doing tonight, I hope you guys enjoy that, have fun. And I can guarantee you when you come down here, you will hear some fireworks. Right? In fact, I'm expecting fireworks to start tonight because around here it goes for like a week.
It's legal?
It is absolutely legal.
All right.
No holds barred. We can sit on our porch.
Do you have fireworks?
I do not, but I will probably be purchasing some.
Okay.
Just
all right.
Couple little things.
If I need to bring some Snap and Pops, you let me know.
Snap and Pops are welcome, as always.
Oh, man.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Hope everything works out. Hope traffic is no problem. Just let me know. And then we can set up our show here tonight from the studio upstairs.
Studio B.
Studio 1B. But everybody, we appreciate you guys tuning in to Drive Through Sports with Adam and Paul. Our next episode will be tomorrow evening as we get ready for the Brees and Freeman Match Play Championship at Woodland Hills Golf Club on Thursday, July the 2nd. For Paul Brees in Brentwood, Tennessee, Adam Freeman here in Atlanta, Georgia. You've been listening to Drive Through Sports with Adam and Paul.